So right here we have a conflict management style quiz. This quiz was brought to Global GEG by Shannon Moore, and she just had it in a Google Sheet. It kind of looked like this. And then I was like, Luis, we can make this into a form, can't we? And he did, because he's amazing and we just love Luis. So thank you, Luis. So right here is the Google form that was the original sheet, which you could more than anything use if you wanted to. But right here is the Google form. So what you're going to do first is you're going to make a copy of the sheet. So whenever you work with Luis, you always make a copy of the sheet and not the form. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to File, Make a Copy, and I'm going to call this How, just so I know it's mine. I'm going to allow it to do its thing, and I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the original. I'm also going to make a folder for me so I know that this one's mine. All right, so right here I have some fake data. I'm going to go ahead and I want to delete the autocrat part of it. I'm going to keep up here, but just the responses so I can make sure that this works. And then I can see that my students then are able to go to the form. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the edit form. On here, I'm going to call this Hal just so I can remember it's mine. And then you can see right here, I want to collect their email addresses because we all know when students add their email addresses, it can get kind of messy. And then they will fill out this honestly to figure out what their conflict management style quiz is. Once they fill out the form, I'm going to set up Autocrat. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Add-ons, Autocrat, Launch. And this is what the behind the scenes template of the Autocrat will look like. So students are going to get their scores, and then it's going to tell them what their spirit animal is. Then right here, they can click and they can explore their type of conflict on this amazing Adobe Spark post that Shannon created. So then they can learn a little bit more about their style. They can learn about other people and begin to work together. See here, edit. I don't know why he has, maybe this will work. So we'll find out. We've got the template. I've got all the scores coming over. I've got my email address, my results. I'm going to change the folder. I'm going to put in here results. Let me go ahead and retry to do that. There we go. I'm going to select it. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Oh, go back. Didn't catch my folder. I deleted the wrong folder. And I'm going to throw this folder into there so I just remember to stay organized. Next. I want it to share the document with the email. That's fine. Actually, it is beautiful. I made it beautiful, so we can take that part out. Attached, you'll find a PDF with your results. PDF's fine. Next. And then I want it to go ahead and hit save. And then I'm going to hit the play button. And then every time students fill out that Google form with how they manage conflict, they will then get an email with their PDF of how they scored on their Google form. So they're going to figure out what their spirit animal is. And again, it will take a little bit of setup, but once it's set up, it's all set. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out of some of these tabs. And I'm hoping we can pull up an example once it finishes. So just a quick recap as we're waiting. You'll make a copy of the sheet, not the form. Once you have a copy of your sheet, you're going to go to Form and then edit the form, and then you can make any updates that you might need to make to your Google form. That way you don't mess up with all of the different stats that we have in here that Luis has set up. You can see that he is the mastermind behind this sheet. All right, and we've got these starting, and right here, if I click this first example, this is what the students will get an email of, and you can see their scores, their spirit animal, and then they can click this link and they can learn more about what it is to be a shark turtle. So this kid, he had close scores, the same score in avoiding and in competing. So then they're able to read about themselves, and then they're able to argue a little bit better. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you can find a use for this in your classroom, and enjoy.